My name is Sophia, and I'm 35 years old. For many years, my life was calm and peaceful. I had a loving husband and 2 wonderful children. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, everything changed. I met my husband David when I was young. He was older than me. David was kind, intelligent, and caring. He had a steady job and a beautiful home, and I always felt safe with him. We got married right after I finished school. Our wedding was grand. My dress was white, and David wore a black suit. Our son and grandchild were going to have the point of view they would have dreamed around baiting. It was a day full of smiles. After a few years, we had 2 children, a boy and a girl. Our son Max is now 10, and our daughter Emma is 8. They are the joy of my life. David supported me in my studies. "Sophia, you need to learn," he said. "You should understand everything about our family business." I trusted him, knowing he was wise. One day, David told me he wasn't feeling well. "It's just my heart," he said. "I'm fine." But he wasn't fine. We were hosting a dinner with friends to celebrate a big business deal. David smiled, laughed, and appeared happy, but he started to look exhausted. "I feel hot," he muttered. Later that night, David's heart stopped. I called for help, but it was too late. He was gone. I was devastated. My children cried, and so did I. For months, I couldn't get out of bed. One day, Emma came to me, her eyes full of worry. "Mom, please don't leave us two." Her words gave me the strength I needed to start moving again. I threw myself into running the family business and taking care of my children, but inside, my heart was empty. Then, one day, I found a letter from David. He had written it before he passed. In the letter, he said, "Sophia, you are strong. Don't let life steal your smile. Live for yourself and the kids." His words stayed with me, and I knew I had to live again, not just for my children, but for myself too. 4 years passed. I kept myself away from men. I told myself I would never love again. But life had other plans. I joined a craft group to learn embroidery, and that's where I met a lovely woman named Olivia. She had a brother named Mark. Mark was tall, strong, with blue eyes and a kind smile. He was handsome. When I learned he was 28, I felt a pang of sadness. He was younger than me, and I thought he wouldn't be interested in someone like me. But to my surprise, he was interested. "Sophia, you are beautiful," he told me. I smiled shyly. Mark and I started talking more. He was funny, sweet, and easy to be around. One evening he invited me for coffee. We talked for hours. He shared his life with me, and I told him about David and my children. He listened carefully, saying, "I know it's hard for you, but I want to be here for you." I was afraid. What would people think? What would my children think? What would David think? But Mark was patient. He never rushed me. He helped me with my work and spent time with my children. Max and Emma loved him. "Mom, he's fun," Max would say. Mark made me feel alive again. For the first time in years, I felt happy. A year later, Mark said, "Sophia, I love you. Let's live together." I felt nervous. "I can't forget David," I told him. But Mark responded, "I'm not asking you to forget him. I just want to be part of your life." I thought about David's wishes. He wanted me to be happy. One day I told Max and Emma that Mark would be moving in with us. They were thrilled. "That's great, Mom," Emma said. We moved into a new house, one big enough for all of us. Mark brought love and laughter into our home. Now, I realize that life can be tough, but it can also be beautiful. David will always have a place in my heart, but I also have room for Mark. Life is about love, family, and moving forward. I'm grateful for my past, and I'm excited for my future. I never thought I could feel happiness again, but now I feel hope. My children are my greatest joy. They remind me of David's love and strength every day. Watching them grow fills my heart with pride, and they're the reason I found the courage to start over. Mark has become an important part of our lives. He is kind to Max and Emma, and they adore him. He doesn't try to replace David, but he brings new joy into our home. With him, I've learned to laugh again. He's shown me that it's okay to love after loss. I will always treasure my memories with David. He will forever hold a place in my heart. But life is about moving forward, one step at a time. I feel like I'm truly living again, and I know David would want that for me. I'm ready for what the future holds, and I'm ready to embrace it with love and hope. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.